Hi, my name is Donna Smith. My social studies final is on culture. Culture is the customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group. For my project, I was teaching students about various cultures of students in their classroom through direct instruction, and then they were to complete an individual and classroom project. They were providing information on their family heritage, foods, languages, traditions, and crafts of their culture. They were going to write the paper and then also type it into a Google document so they would have a book of their own to take home. Their written projects were going to be put into a school book. Students were provided with books and websites for their presentation. And then I'm going to assess through their research, the knowledge of their cultures, and their final presentations. For activity 1, students took home a paper on their family heritage and culture. And they were going to work with their parents to go ahead and fill all of that out and then provide pictures of their families doing things, activities that are about their culture. For activity 2, students were going to use the computers and books to build on the information they had already gained. So they were doing research that was going into their graphic organizer that would help them assist for completion of their products. For activity 3, students were beginning to write their rough draft of their research paper, and then the student and I would edit the rough draft before they would do their final. I chose the Hispanic American culture for my research project. The Hispanic Americans are very proud of their cultures, their language, customs, and values, just as Americans are. Their education is very important to them, as in with all cultures. Now there's resources available to students that weren't available long ago, and that's to all students, not just Hispanic American culture or any other culture. Teachers have learned about differentiated instruction, and that helps students succeed. I would love to learn more about Hispanic Americans and other cultures because they are a large part of our population in the United States. Teachers are seeing more students of varying diverse cultures, and having them in your classroom provides a rich environment. They can teach yourself and other students about their cultures, and you get to know your students better. That creates a classroom environment that feels safe and welcoming to the students. All students have the right to an education free from prejudice. In order to teach students of different cultures, teachers have to put aside biases they may have. They have a lot to offer to teachers and students alike. Expectations should be set high in the classroom for all students, no matter their culture and race or beliefs. It's important to learn as much as you can about your students because that's what creates a safe classroom environment for them, especially the ones from different cultures. And they feel welcome in the classroom when you know them and the other students know them. So I designed a lesson for my students to learn about the cultures of students in their particular classroom. I hope that it would provide a better understanding of the different backgrounds and they were able to respect others for who they are and not just because of a different culture or their own culture. So I hope this would help them. The lesson I did was for grades 3 through 5, and I used the North Carolina Standard Course of Essential Studies, Essential Standards. The third grade standard was to understand how diverse cultures are visible in local and regional communities. The fourth grade, understanding the impacts of various cultural groups in North Carolina. And for fifth graders, they needed to understand how diversity resulted for migration, settlement patterns, and economic development in the United States. Are there any questions? Thank you so much for viewing my presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it.